Hi friends! Today I want to talk about the names of bird species, and I'm specifically talking about common names, the ones that you and I probably use. Now, of course, all birds, like all animals, have a genus and species scientific name that usually comes from Latin, but most people use their common names when they're talking about a northern cardinal, for example. And if you spend even a little bit of time learning about birds, you'll probably notice that their names can be really strange. Sometimes they sound incredibly beautiful.
Crested caracara, great chickadee, roseate spoonbill, kestrel, cedar waxwing, ruby-crowned kinglet.
Other times they sound like old-timey insults.
Clark's nutcracker, common loon, red-necked grebe, yellow-bellied sapsucker, boat-tailed grackle, bufflehead.
The first naming pattern you're likely to find refers to physical features. So oftentimes we'll get birds that tell you a color and a part of its body and the group that it's in. For example, red-headed woodpecker. Now this can teach us a lot about anatomy of birds. For example, lots of woodpeckers have red somewhere on their head, but the red-headed woodpecker is the only one that's whole head is red. So that can help people identify what species they're talking about and help you remember what they look like sometimes. Another common way that we see birds being named is referring to the habitats that they like. For example, we've got the willow flycatcher that loves willows, the canyon wren that you'll often find in canyons, or the swamp sparrow, which, you guessed it, likes swamps. Makes sense, sometimes. And one of my favorite ways refers to their call, or the sounds that people have heard them making. Chickadee is an example of this. People heard their call and thought, oh, it kind of sounds like they're saying chickadee. Another example is the chickadee. Now, you're free to disagree if it doesn't sound at all like they're saying that. When you hear those birds calling, they can be a great learning opportunity for finding out the history of how the bird got that name, where they're found, their body, their behavior, and the sounds that they make. I hope you are inspired to learn more about the birds in your own backyard and maybe ask yourself, I wonder why a robin is called a robin.